best though. 6 times for the youngin' with the best flow.
Lame ducks be like, what pond you from? I tell them harder than when monsoons come. And they chase cheese, only dipping when that fondue come. And run that bass till they heart go out just like you, son. Hey, look, this for my partners who low-key pitching the mound. And those that laughed at me when I stayed at my mama house. My pocket's fatter now, my mama see something to brag about. And I spit punches and bunches like I'm Marvin Hagler now. Ooh. Swear it feel marvelous. Remember times my mama barbered us, made us look barbarous. The hood part of us that don't start us. Got the heart of Spartacus. Street Gentiles like Barnabas. That means with love, difference between us. Fake ball, default, and conceive us. Of the truth is they ain't different. These sacrilegious folk with you long as your paint dripping. But when you jammed up in traffic, they get the lane switching. Ooh. Haters don't feel you till your name mentioned. Scripture tell me no one excluded when rain dripping. We all part of the picture, it's just our frames different. And I still ride for my I just different. Ooh.
Hey look, now that I've got your attention, peep game.
Ooh.
If he was whack and you came up on some paper, he's still lame.
Yeah.
Live by the G code every day. It ain't a game.
I promise you it's different.
So don't compare how you move to the real. It ain't the same.
I was damn bad, now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby, told my protector chill. Sipping all this, my bad is on it. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me when I been riding in the phantom. Got all designer on me, I'm so fly, don't matter. I wanted to feel the V12 when I was riding in Atlanta. Busy been cooked all day, I'm damn now my family. I got 3 with me, they want the baguettes on their neck. I was made inside the projects, I got on my set. I was really on the floor, then I woke up in the jet. Ain't never had to dodge, no. I just might cop demons. I'm shopping at Neiman's, ballin' every season. Feeling like I'm dreaming, shining every weekend. All they know is that I was broke, then I got a brand new coupe. Louis V's on my shoes, and all my by the tubes. First time in V12, she was hanging at the roof. My VV's ice cream, I didn't even have to scoop. Got the whole universe in my ceiling, I'ma set the mood. I seen his mane, looking at my neck, ooh. I was damn bad, now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby, told my protector chill. Sipping all this, my bad is on it. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me when I been riding in the phantom. Got all designer on me, I'm so fly, don't matter. I wanted to feel the V12 when I was riding in Atlanta. Busy been cooked all day, I'm damn now my family. She just popped it, wanna see how the vet feel. Fiji on my rollie, make her wanna have some for real. Tennis chain, my neck on chill. I ain't had to go get no deal. Last month I spent 100,000 on the closet. I bought the penthouse just to handle my. Got the new crib, my fresh out, he kept it solid. 20 bands on me, can't even fit inside the wallet. Time ballin', 13 on me like I was Harden. Yeah, no Richie, I might take my ride through the 6. I've been mixing my designers, I'm flies. I just talk about my lifestyle, I don't ride it. Ever since that jail cell opened up, I let these diamonds hit. Yeah, I was damn bad, now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby, told my protector chill. Sipping all this, my bad is on it. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me when I been riding in the phantom. Got all designer on me, I'm so fly, don't matter. I wanted to feel the V12 when I was riding in Atlanta. Busy been cooked all day, I'm damn now my family.
Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Yeah. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, Saint Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Turn around and throw it in reverse. DB11 is a verse. It goes skirt. Keep up drop a riding shotgun like she Kurt. Weaving through the traffic with my in a purse. In a St. Laurent straight jacket. If I crash, I go berserk. Overseas, I need a visa. Breezing in the visa. Try to see me when I'm speeding. You get burned like... And my she's a diva. Purdy like Lupita. Peter Piper pick up, make my millimeter. Chilling on the chain, but the seats is heated. Shawty wanna race like a beaver. Leave it. Spent 3 G's on the sneakers. Like 3 stripes in the slash. I'm undefeated. Rick Owens, I'm tiptoeing. Push button, Kim Jong. Roll through, looking so cool in the old school like Vince Vaughn. Vroom, vroom. Nitro hit the turbo. Pull that. We don't want no. Cop the coupe, drop the roof, pop out the top like I'm a turtle. Oh, then she turn around and throw it in reverse though. Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Watch out. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse.
Yeah, been that, throw it backwards. Moonwalk into the like I'm Michael Jackson. Make a with your turn into an actor. Shimmy eye and this. I get clothes from Vaccarello, I get Celine from Slimane. I get packages from Paris, drop that FedEx on my name. I get runway off the runway to the runway on the plane. Told you we are not the same. See that spider switching lanes? Give us some gas, look at the dash. What is he doing? He going fast. Look at him whip, look at him smash. Look at him skirt, look at the cash. It's a bird, it's a plane. It's a man that's gone insane. He's on stage in a straight jacket. This is not a game, yeah. Like a candle, I've been too much to handle. This velvet jacket's fragile, okay, be careful when you handle, please. Yeah. Your hands look kinda dusty, please be careful how you touch me. In Paris, out the country, ay!
Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse.
Listen up, I ain't playing around. I shed blood, sweat, and tears, and I made my rounds. I'm bad, ooh, there's no stopping me. Get out of my way, I'm like a runaway train flying at a supersonic speed. I got what you want, I got what you need, Welcome to the show, get ready for the major leagues, alright. All my life I said I'm gonna be one of the greats. Now I'm finally here. Ain't nothing about this fake. Oh, it's the real thing. Oh, it's the real thing. Yeah. All my life I said I'm gonna be one of the greats. Oh, it's the real thing. Got the heart of a lion, strong as iron, with a fire burning in my soul. There's a chip on my shoulder that looked like a mountain from every know that I got it. That's all I really got to say. I raise it up another level when the bright lights come on. Let's play, baby. The blood in my veins runs ice cold. Clutch is number 23. Wherever I go, that's the main event. I'm used to all eyes on me. All my life I said it. I'm gonna be one of the greatest. Now that I'm finally here, ain't nothing about this fake. Oh, it's the real thing. Oh, it's the real thing. All my life I said I'm gonna be one of the greats. Oh, it's the real thing. Oh, it's the real thing.
Here goes another classic.
Yeah, let's take it back to two turntables and a mic.
Riggedy rip the microphone to track. That's the only way they're gonna hear you. Fresher than fresh. Two turntables and a mic. Riggedy rip the microphone to track.
Yeah,
that's the only way they're gonna hear you.
Hey yo, straight from the field. Everything I do is too real, too ill. Said they won't rap, gotta give them rap. Run up in your city with that gritty boom bap. Yell it to the world, never sleep on me. I'm just trying to wake them up, it's a free coffee. This is what you need, this is that tongue in cheek. This is that 1, 2, 3, no Sesame Street, but the numbers speak. Like come on, it's going down, I'm about to free fall. I hold it down like a fat kid on a seesaw. I do it bigger than bigger, I do it big, y'all. I ain't a baller, but bigger than beach balls. I'm locking loaded, this is pure survival. Fame to my idols, Biggie and Michael. And ain't nobody talking, making any sense. Like people at the show still sitting in the stands. Get up, I bet it all like Proline. I ran it through the goal line and hit the gold mine. They try to leave me out to dry, hanging from the clothesline. But watch me go with showtime, that's why I pay them no mind. Now let me know if we got what you need. Right. We get busy and he don't sleep. Right. Ain't nobody here ready to leave. Right. So here we go. Come on.
Two turntables and a mic. Riggedy rip the microphone to track. Right. That's the only way they're gonna hear you. Fresher than fresh.
Right. Let me on your and tickle you till you giggle. Baby, I keep it since I was simple and little. I scribble these riddles to spin your head like a swivel. I talk my way out of pickles. You're talking so superficial. We know it. I keep it hardcore like parkour. Luke against the Dark Lord like a Star Wars. I keep it sweating like Rick Ross flip-flops. I took my life into my own hands like cross. Don't even try to correct me. Don't even try to understand and dissect me. And keep your mouth shut, you're talking too recklessly. I'm about to cut your line like a... Successfully, I did this domestically without any recipe and kept the integrity. I'm better than I ever been. I'm legend and a gentleman, pumping like adrenaline. I'm pain relief like medicine. Man, who bumped the turntable? I know you're feeling good, but this could quickly turn. Don't ever stop the music when you rockin' like this, cause you could lose a great thing like Tupac and 9-6. Let me know if we got what you need. Right. We get busy and he don't sleep. Right. Ain't nobody here ready to leave. Right. So here we go. Come on.
Two turntables and a mic. Riggedy rip the microphone to track. Right. That's the only way they're gonna hear you. Fresher than fresh. Right.
Come from an explosion in the sky. One day there was nothing and the next there was life. And all the rivers and the mountains and the sun and the moon. And then all of a sudden it's a cloud of doom. It's a trap and there's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's the dead of happiness. Go and get the crowbar. crowbar. People everywhere will try to bring you down. Those jealous, they will try and take your crown. It's easier for them to put you in a box, keep you safely locked away, because they hate it when the boat's rocked. Come on, they don't tell us who we are, so when they try and lock you up, go and get the crowbar. It's a trap, and there's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's a dead bar of happiness. Go and get the crowbar.
We're on a night run. Boy, you better hold your tongue. Talking like you're coming from Kingdom Come. Rhythm and reeling, the feeling of riding the sound through the ceiling. Hey, hey, never got no money, but I'm running from the isn't flooded, cold-blooded, no money. I'm from the road, killing the moonlight with daylight. I got my X-ray eyes and I feel it's all fine.
Night running, all night running. Star-studded, not far away. We're running, all night running. Cold-blooded, all night running. Night running, all night running. Star-studded, not far away. Night running, all night running. Cold-blooded, we're all night running.
Under the nightshade, tell me what we're hiding from. Like someone could steal it. Are we waiting for some kind of feeling, or saving it up for the morning? Undercover, the cloak and dagger. Is there a creature in the attic? Are we for real, yeah, or just pretending? Will it burn out by the morning?
Night running, all night running. Star-studded, not far away. Blooded, all night running. Night running, all night running. Star-studded, not far away. Night running, all night running. Cold-blooded, we're all night running.
We're on a night run. No telling where we're running from. And a world of secrets and demons.
The Cards are one of the hotter teams in the league right now. And for more on that, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, this team is rolling of late, and they want to keep it that way. We've seen before how a hot club becomes increasingly dangerous as they continue to reel off wins. Let's see if this runaway train will pick up even more steam by coming out on top again in this one.
Thank you, Heidi. In now for the Angels,
Now
Jonathan Lucroy. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. He pulls into third safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting.
So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Ready with the 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
The set and the 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. So 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Angels lead it 5-3. Matt Carpenter is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Matt Carpenter.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Comes into this one at 271. 17 home runs and 41 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Jose Martinez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
0-1's the count.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors to this point for the Cardinals. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Calhoun is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Dominic Leone has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 55, Dominic.
David Fletcher is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Fletcher.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Munoz over to his left. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. In now is Andrelton Simmons, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Simmons.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. 5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Popped him up. Wieters over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 9.
Ready now for L.A. Tommy La Stella, lifetime against this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. DeYoung's got it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order, and it remains 5-4. Cam Bedrosian is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32.
Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home 8th.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jairo Munoz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. A bouncer up the middle, taken in by Simmons. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Fouled away. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Ready once again, Mike Trout. He singled his last time up.
Number 27.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The left fielder, number 8.
So now the Angels cleanup batter, Justin Upton. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Two 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's the second out.
Now batting,
Now at the plate, Justin Bohr. He's 1 for 4 for the game. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last. Cody Allen enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 37.
Into the box now, Paul DeYoung. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And it's 1-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Stepping in, Tyler O'Neill. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Calhoun. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. Previous showdowns with Cody Allen. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Allen, a native Floridian, has been enjoying a great season, and the fans have noticed he's currently leading all American League closers in All-Star votes.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game, Boney, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. O'Neill, the runner at second with 1 away. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Yadier Molina will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Yadier Molina.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be successful if you're chasing balls out of the zone and taking ones that are down to shoot. He's got to find a way to refocus.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Molina, who goes just by Yachty most of the time. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
Well, it's too bad they weren't able to extend that nice winning streak they've been on. But you're going to lose a game at some point in this sport.
Yeah, and you know, D-Row, the key is not to let it slow you down too much when it happens. They'll try to look past this loss and see if they can rekindle the fire in their next game.
Well, in case you didn't already know or needed a reminder, Paul Goldschmidt is a pretty important player for this club.
Yeah, you know, that's an understatement, Matt. He brings so much talent to the table, and his success is absolutely essential to this team.
If this team gets to where they want to go, he's going to have a lot to do with it. It's hard to imagine it any other way.
So stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 0 for 4.
Goldschmidt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's taken for strike one. And Dan D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Wong, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That misses 1-2.
Come on, let it fly right here. Hey, make it yours.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matty, we learned in spring training this is an organizational mission. To lead.
1 gone for the A's here in the third. And that'll bring up the catcher, Josh Fegley. The 0-1 pitch. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. Wong for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2 and it gets him out of the inning. So a good job for him there to bounce back.
We're just about set to go here as the Cardinals come to bat in the 3rd inning. St. Louis fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. 5 runs on only 4 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. 1 man gone for the Cardinals in the 4th. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Goldschmidt carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. One and 2 as he chases the slider.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all this? Striding in for Oakland, Josh Fegley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well, a double play.
Doesn't come much easier.
Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Hey, give me yourself right here. Let's
Here
go.
now the 2-2.
Up, up, up.
Here's a high pop-up. Goldschmidt is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall.
Here, on the back, on the back.
Long throw to third, and he is in there.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
In now, Matt Carpenter. It was a walk in his last trip.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Chapman is there, and he's got it for the first out.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and makes it a 5-1 contest.
Obviously, as a pitcher, he wants to finish what he started. But when you have that pitch count north of 115 pitches, you have to be concerned about his health, and the wear and tear on his arm might have to take him out of this one really soon.
On the ground to the right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Well, we talked about him earlier, so let's recap. Goldschmidt had a fairly pedestrian night offensively.
Well, he did have the 1 hit, so that's good. We mentioned earlier what a difference this guy can make for this club when he's locked in.
Yeah, Dan, and though he wasn't a major factor in this one, he's going to be just fine. You can't make the highlight reels every night, but he'll have his days, I guarantee it.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Dominic Leone is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1.
And that misses, ball 1. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. This game coming to the plate now, Marcell Ozuna. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10.
Marcell Ozuna.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. He's set, and the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away, as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
The batter.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. There is Crawford. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. So a runner stands at third. One man is out. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
0-1 the count.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart, trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with two gone now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Stepping into the box, Harrison Bader. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up on the backhand. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Jed Jerko will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For St. Louis, number 3, Jed Jerko.
A ball and no strikes. Lifetime against Sam Dyson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready with the 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. Parra is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Giants 6. John Gant takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10.
Gant.
some stashing, and I'm cashing. New York big, go to New York strip. And the rest of them on New York strip. Much as
Chris Shaw, the next to take a turn at the plate. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Number 26.
Here it comes. In there for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball one. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Here's Buster Posey now. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. DeYoung gathers it in, and there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Evan Longoria. In his career versus this pitcher, he's a perfect 2 for 2. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Last strike here for the Giants. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Look at the people gather round when you finally came up.
We mentioned earlier that this game is a road sweep opportunity. And for more on that, let's go down to Heidi Watney.
Well, we know in Major League Baseball how infectious the enthusiasm of winning can be. Coming through in this game to complete the series sweep would likely send this team's confidence soaring. And wouldn't it be satisfying to do it here on enemy turf, sending this home crowd away empty-handed? Let's see if they can get it done.
All right. Thanks, Heidi. So striding forward now, Harrison Bader already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Dexter Fowler will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 25, Dexter Fowler.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
0-1's the count.
We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
1 and 2.
And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone. So coming to the plate, Jose Martinez. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he lays off there 1-0. Hot shot on the ground is short. Crawford's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Adam Wainwright gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 50, Adam Wainwright. In is Gerardo Parra. Over 2 with a walk for him so far. the right fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike one. A ball and a strike to the Giants leadoff man. Two and one to Gerardo Parra. Now he'll step off. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area. The 2-2 one more time. Left side, but well foul. Popped up. Jerko waits on it. He's got it one away.
The batter, number 35.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Crawford.
Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now, 2 away.
First baseman, number 9.
There's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. His career line against Wainwright, he's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Martinez has it in his tracks. And that retires the side. Giants down in order, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Mark Melanson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41.
Stepping into the box, Colton Wong. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home. Line to the right side. And that'll be a base hit. So very quickly here, the potential tying run is aboard to start the 8th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there.
Number 41, Tyler O'Neill.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. The 1-1 home is a curveball that misses high. O'Neill aboard here at first with nobody out. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Into the box, Jairo Munoz. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. His career numbers against Melanson. He's 1 for 2. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Now batter, the left fielder.
Digging in, Marcell Ozuna, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle to Crawford for 1. Relay to Belt. They get 2, and that'll end the inning. 4 to Tyler O'Neill will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Number 41.
So in now for San Francisco, Chris Shaw. He got under 1 and popped out his last time up. John Brebbia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 60, John Brebbia. This change for the Cardinals. Now playing first base, number 38, Jose Martinez.
He's set. Here it comes. In there. No balls and a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
1-1.
And there's ball 1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Full count now. This pitch is popped up. Brebbia is there. 1 out.
The batter.
Next to bat for the Giants, Evan Longoria. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. And a swing and a miss there by Longoria as he can't connect, and that's a big second out now. Here's Buster Posey now. So far 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Alan Hansen the next to bat, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Now the 1-1 pitch, hit to first, fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Trevor Gott comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 91.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and a strike to count to the switch hitting catcher Matt Wieters. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. No balls and a strike to count. Wieters stands at first with one out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Matt Carpenter will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 13, Matt Carpenter.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. With runners in scoring position this season, Carpenter brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Carpenter bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". This is the final year of his current deal. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. So guys, they surrender the final game of the series they had otherwise been in complete control of.
Yeah, they were hoping for that always special road sweep, but they just couldn't pull it out in the late innings.
Yeah, but the silver lining is, Dero, they took the series, which is always good. So now they can get out of here and try to get back to the win column next time out.
Whole squad ready. Ready? Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No. Not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top.
Are you ready? You know what time it is, right? They don't want us to make it, so it's time to take it. Rhyme with them elk, it's time to see who be realer. Unloaded empty dick on them, make sure these people feel it. I'm shooting like...
We mentioned earlier that a lot of fans came out to the park today hoping to bear witness to a sweep. Heidi, what's the tenor in the stands as this close game gets nearer a conclusion?
Well, Matt, these home fans brought their brooms today, and they want to use them. We know in Major League Baseball how infectious the enthusiasm of winning can be. Coming through in this game to complete the series sweep would likely send this team's confidence soaring. Let's see if they can get it done.
All right, thanks, Heidi. From the stretch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw.
Here it comes on 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Bader is in pursuit, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. One gone down the Arizona 7th, and in to hit next will be Jake Lamb. First delivery to him on the way, and that misses inside 1-0. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Back in standing. Into the box now, Wilmer Flores, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Up next for Arizona, Steven Souza. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Steven Souza Jr.
First offering on its way, and a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. From the stretch, the slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. Now batting, Colton Wong. He singled his last time up.
The second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
1-1. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Count still at 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Now batting.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
And he takes ball one.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing.
One 0 count. Here it is. Down the first baseline. He's got it. So a big spot here. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. First pitch on its way. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Wong at third. Goldschmidt at second. Carpenter at first with no outs. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. And to score is the runner from third. It's a 4-3 game.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeJong. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot. And he was able to spit on that one, hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch fouled off. Four runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. The 0-1 offering. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
The 1-2 pitch. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Again, another foul ball.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this will land untouched. Ground ball left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Diamondbacks 3. At the plate, Christian Walker. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He's set, and the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2-1 to count. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. He's off for that and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff men on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Jordan Hicks gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 49, Jordan Hicks.
So I deserve the best for sure. Started from the bottom, now I brought step on. Dollar in the dream, now I live my life. I put in work, okay, I put in some work. Let's go.
Now the pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Hicks is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Tim LeCastro will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 10, Tim LeCastro.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers and 16 RBIs. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Again, a 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
To the left side, but it's well foul. Another full count offering on its way. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Standing in now, Ketel Marte, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
LeCastro leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Way down and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one. And Mark Zipchinski is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 33, Mark.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
High and deep to right center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the 1st out. Tyler O'Neill will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 41, Tyler O'Neill.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. On a line, that's a base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Stepping in now, Jose Martinez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. As a look, now the pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is... Andrew Miller comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 21, Andrew Miller.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's a .333 hitter. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Very high. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the ninth. Santa Maria.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
The 2-1 home. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Swing and a liner. And another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Lamb on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Steven Souza. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's a called strike about thigh high, 0-1. Line to the right side. Martinez is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian.
At the plate, Christian Walker. He went down on strikes last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Ball one.
I know this is not his finest moment, but we're not going to panic right here. This guy has been doing this a long time, a veteran that won't let the emotion get to him.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might...
Hot shot to first base and a great play to end the inning. Disaster strikes here in the ninth as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. Archie Bradley is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Bradley now playing right field. And
first delivery to him on the way.
Number 1.
And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's 1 for 3. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Paul Goldschmidt is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Cardinals are down to their final out now, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And this is swung on and missed, so with that they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Cardinals down to their final strike here. And it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, the sweep was not meant to be, and the brooms will have to go back into the closet, Dan.
Yeah, not what they wanted to accomplish today coming into this one, D-Roll. But hey, the important thing is they took the series, and they'll hope to get back on the winning track in their next one.
My boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy. Yeah, man. Hey, look,
Yo, okay, concrete since day one. Ain't no time to make up. Ain't no top on that hoop. Like, baby, we're the egg. Thank you for your services and voicing on my haters. Be sure to leave your armor. Ain't